Welcome to this edition of Inside SAU Athletics. I'm Molly Etchide.
And I'm Winston Hudson. On this week's episode, we're featuring the Fighting Bee Marching Band and Pep Band.
The Fighting Bee Pep Band and Marching Band are ensembles dedicated to bringing energy and fun to sporting events at SAU. The band was established in 2016 with just a few musicians and has grown every year since, with over 50 students making up the band today. Each fall, the Bees perform at home football games, parades, and an exhibition at Rock Island High School. In the spring, the band dons their Pep Band jerseys and brings the energy to the stands of volleyball and basketball games in Lee Loman Arena.
Joining us now is sophomore trumpet section leader Sydney Shepkowski. Thank you so much for being here today. Our first question is, what were some of the band's successes of this past season?
We definitely have improved a lot over the season. We've gotten a lot of more things to do. Like, we got a lot of extra opportunities, and we adapted through some scheduling issues, and everything still ended up working out, and we have way more members than we have previously.
Good. So can you talk about your experience on the student leadership team? Like, what do you enjoy about being a section leader and a student leader in the band?
It's really nice to be able to relate to other people that are also in the same boat, and we all kind of can dump our problems on each other without getting rid of like the hype that's the rest of the band needs, so we can all relate but still be able to motivate our sections. And specifically, like, my section this year has been really close, and it's been really nice to see a community really thrive.
Nice. And what makes you most proud to be in the athletic bands here at SAU?
Definitely the community and just the aspect of everything that we're doing in general. And because I've just improved so much, especially like in college versus other school years, despite not necessarily even majoring in that specific area.
And last question is, what do you look forward to for this next marching band season?
I'm really excited to find out what the next show is, because every time it seems like it just gets bigger and better, and I'm looking forward to other opportunities we might have now that we have submitted more things and we've gotten more recognition recently.
Coming up next on Inside SAU Athletics, we'll be joined by the director of the Fighting Bee Pep Band, Golden Lund. We'll be right back.
It has only been a year since the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees band launched, and their passion for success has not died. Dateline SAU's Ketzel Morin shares how the band is growing in both size and spirit.
It's the second year that the SAU Fighting Bee Band has taken off, and their attendance is making a difference. From football games to commencement speeches, their spirit is becoming recognizable. The first step is always the hardest. The Fighting Bee Band's first year was last fall, and although they started out with 33 members, they have almost doubled in size, with 63 currently. They practice their marching and music in the Ambrose Dome, and whereas some people call it the football field, they call it the marching band field. Athletic band director Megan Cooney was hired to start the marching band from the ground up.
And last year I got a lot of praise just from us being in the stands and kind of wiling out during a game. And then this year it's just been pretty much everyone, including Sister Joan, has said this, like, what you're doing and what the group is doing is exceeding everyone's expectations.
Since the marching band is low on staff, students who have the most experience and who have exceeded well from last year help Cooney on the field. Student field staff Hannah Oliver says that she has noticed the growth in members.
It's actually been really cool to see that growth and just kind of see like where we were last year compared to where we are now. And even though I was in a big, really good group in high school, this band is still really awesome in a totally different way.
Drum major Gabby Bauer says that this experience is one of a kind.
It's kind of unreplaceable. You can't do something like this just anywhere. You can't start from like ground zero and basically just bring it up to what you want it to be. We're essentially starting something from scratch, and I can't really say a lot of people get that opportunity, so.
If you have recently been to a football game, you might have seen the band in their prime. With playing on the field and in the stands, the band is trying their best to get all the fans pumped for the football game. Cooney says that the difference is noticeable.
100% different. And last year I got a lot of praise just from us being in the stands and kind of wiling out during a game. And then this year it's just been pretty much everyone, including Sister Joan, has said this, like what you're doing and what the group is doing is exceeding everyone's expectations.
With the band constantly growing, Cooney plans to add a color guard, front ensemble, and a halftime show, hopefully by next year. Katsal Morin, Dateline SAU.
Welcome back to Inside SAU Athletics. Joining us now is Dr. Golden Lund, Director of the Fighting Bee Pep Band. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Now, in your second year as a director, what have you learned about leading the Pep Band?
So I've learned and still am learning some of the logistical things that have to happen between all the different times the games start, between men's and women's basketball. The volleyball games are kind of at different times, and what the other students are involved in. So, and remembering that they're trying to do some other things. And so trying to figure out how to get things to work. Like sometimes I have to like provide dinner for them because a game starts at 5 and like the cafe doesn't even open till 5. And so, so just some of those things are kind of tricky sometimes, but.
All right, next question. What do you feel is the value of having a band at sporting events on campus?
Well, I mean, the feedback that I get from coaches is just how much of a difference it makes with the atmosphere and just kind of getting the crowd into things and getting them excited. So I think we're not just there to play music. We're there to also get the crowd really excited and really root for our team. And so we're kind of also quasi cheerleaders too, so.
Yeah, definitely. What have been the band's greatest accomplishments this season?
Well, I'd say we got to be on national television. So Valparaiso University in Indiana was playing at the Vibrant Arena a couple weeks ago, and they were on, so this was the week before our spring break. They were on their spring break. They needed to have a band come play for them. So they hired us as a pep band to come and basically pretend we were Valparaiso students rooting for the women's basketball team. So we learned their fight song and we played tunes there, and that was really cool. So.
Finally, what do you look forward to most with the rest of the semester?
So I really enjoy getting out in the community. So I'm looking forward to, we're going to play for a Steamwheeler game next month. Hopefully the River Bandits, that one's still pending, but and then we're going to play this little plug here for our end of the year band day, May 11th, that we put on with the symphonic band, the pep band, the jazz band. We're going to have the cheer team with us, color guard. It's kind of our last kind of big hurrah. So I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah. Thanks for taking the time to be here with us today, Golden.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
If you didn't catch the Fighting Bee bands this year, there's still time. Head over to the Vibrant Arena to see them play at the Quad City Steamwheelers game on April 20th and on the WRC lawn for Band Day on May 11th.
That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside SAU Athletics.
Remember to check out the SAU TV Facebook and Instagram pages for our latest episodes, game highlights, interviews, and more. You can also find them on The Hive at sauthebuzz.com. Thanks for watching.